Hello ladies, I hope you all had the most amazing Easter long weekend for those of you that celebrated, and for those of you that didn't, I hope you enjoyed your long weekend. Today it is the most beautiful sunny spring day. It is like 13, 14 degrees. The sun is shining, and so I thought we would get ready together and put together a beautiful spring outfit. I feel like spring is a very tough season to dress for, especially here in Canada. So I thought we would get ready together because we haven't done that in a hot minute and it's fun. I'm going to be wearing this fabulous new dress from Hunter Bell. Hunter Bell has been one of my favorite brands recently. Someone actually asked me recently at dinner, like, okay, like what brands have you been loving and wearing? And Hunter Bell was one of the first brands I said, because everything is so unique, very wearable. It reminds me of like Veronica Beard and Bash in the sense that like the pieces are so unique and have so much character, but they're wearable day to day, right? As women, we want to be able to wear our clothing. Anyways, I'm obsessed, and the colors of this are so stunning. So I'm going to try and play off of the colors in this dress today. So let's put it on. Oh, how stunning is this dress? It also comes with a little sort of belt tie. It's midi length, which I love. Oh, and the best part, it's got pockets. I feel like every single Hunter Bell piece that I've gotten has pockets, which I love. I feel like I never use the pockets, but I like having them. You know what I mean? Anyways, this is the dress. It's so beautiful. You can also ditch the belt if you want something super flowy for like the beach or the cottage. I am obsessed, and there's so many ways you can wear this. So today, the way I'm gonna wear it is I'm gonna tie this not too tightly, just enough to give a little bit of a shape. And I'm going to show you my trick to wearing super colorful pattern dresses, because it's something that I do a lot. I feel like it's one thing to wear sort of like really monochromatic outfits. It's another thing to wear super colorful pattern dresses. But I want to show you my little secret tip to being able to wear dresses like this super easily and actually style them up so they look beautiful. So we're going to look at the dress nice and closely, and we're going to look at all the colors that are there. So we've got, in this dress, we've got orange, we've got reds, purples, blues, yellows, whites, and then you're going to pick one color or two if you want to get adventurous, and then you're going to find pieces that are in that color. So for example, for today, let's pick up the yellow in this dress because I feel like the sun is shining and I love yellow. So you could go about this in so many ways, but I am going to go for this fabulous Smythe blazer. It is in this beautiful butter yellow color because it still is a little bit chilly today. I do need something to cover up, like so. But what I'm gonna do is, because I don't want it to just sit closed the entire time, I'm actually going to like pin it, not pin it, but kind of do the buttons like that. I don't know, I'm kind of just getting adventurous here. See what that looks like. Yeah. And then you can see sort of the bodice of the dress, and as you saw earlier, I just tucked the belt sort of to the side so you don't really see it when you're wearing the dress, but it's still giving you a nice little shape. So there you go. That is my trick for wearing super patterned dresses. It works with anything. It's like a foolproof method. For example, you got one of my favorite long time dresses, but it works with this too. So you gotta look closely. You've got some reds, you've got some like blush pinks, some blacks, you've got some green in there, even some blue. So you can really pick up any color that's in here and pair it with this dress. What I would recommend is try to stick with solids if you're not sure how to mix patterns. So pick a solid color that is within the dress and then pair it together. So a really great color that I've paired with this is yellow as well as black. Those are two colors that I've paired with this dress, and it looks so stunning. Another fabulous example is this beautiful Smythe dress. Again, you've got blues, you've got whites, you've got greens. Those are all colors you can pair with this. Another rule of thumb when colors are a little bit trickier, and I know not all of us may have like blue and green shoes, is either go with plain solids like black and white, or go with primary colors. You know, look at your primary wheel and go with whatever is across from it. That is a really great sort of way to also pair colors together, and those are sort of rules of thumbs that I kind of use when I'm getting dressed, and they honestly work every single time. And yeah, So anyways, those are little fashion lessons you can take from me to you. But let's finish getting ready. Let's put on some finishing touches to the outfit. I've already got some necklaces on. I've got my Idol diamond necklace and this beautiful new pearl necklace from GINGIBERI. It's got a beautiful like diamond up top with the pearl on the bottom. How precious is that? But I'm sort of torn between two styles of earrings. They're like similar but also so different at the same time. Now this one is sort of like in a pearl drop style. I've got some diamonds up at the top and then the beautiful pearl. So beautiful. And then this is a style that I've already worn and shown you ladies, which I'm obsessed with, but is a beautiful sort of hoop style with the pearl on the bottom. It's a gold vermeil hoop, which just kind of has this like Baroque style, and I adore it. So let me put them on so I can show you. But these pearls are actually all from GINGIBERI. Now, GINGIBERI is a beautiful female-founded jewelry brand, and they have been reaching out to me, oh goodness, probably for like a few years. And obviously as a content creator, one of the most beautiful things about being a content creator is that we really do get full autonomy as to who we work with, what PR we accept, and I am someone that is very picky with not only what brands I work with, but what even PR I accept. And after many years of GINGIBERI reaching out, I was finally like, okay, I will try your product. And can't believe I waited this long because their pieces are so stunning. So here we have the sort of Baroque style hoop pearl earring, and then the very dainty diamond drop pearl style. What do we think? They're so beautiful. I think for this outfit, because of the gold buttons, I'm gonna go with these ones. They're just a little bit more sort of like chunky and out there, so we're gonna go with those. I have been loving GINGIBERI. I just feel like they have re-sparked my love of pearls. Obviously, if you guys don't know, I was born in Venezuela. I grew up pretty much by the ocean. I also have some family that live on an island in Venezuela, so again, I spent a lot of time in the ocean. I kind of feel a little bit like Moana because that was just like honestly what it felt like to grow up for me. But I feel like because of all of that, my relationship with pearls is very different. I feel like for me, like pearls aren't only this like old money sort of quiet luxury type of jewelry. It's very much this like piece of jewelry that comes from the ocean, which means you wear it to the ocean, you wear it to the beach, you wear it with beautiful flowy dresses, you wear it with your bathing suit, but you can also simultaneously, you know, take it to dinner after you've had a beautiful day at the beach. And so I feel like that's why my relationship with pearls is a little bit different. And I feel like, I don't know, that's why I like to dress pearls down a lot, because that's just sort of like how I grew up seeing them and how I saw like even my mom wearing pearls growing up. It was just a very, I think it's just a slightly different relationship that most people have with pearls, but that is why I feel like I really gravitate towards them for the summer. Sorry, I'm babbling, but this is the final look. I went with my little sort of Baroque style hoop earrings. I feel like I've always sort of worn hoop style pearl earrings. I don't know if you guys remember like my really old ones from Missouri. And then I've got my diamond necklace, the pearl drop, and then I've gone with my gorgeous Missouri sapphire ring, which I have gotten so many compliments on this one. I think a lot of people think it's diamonds, but it's not. And then of course I've paired it with the ring and it just looks so stunning. But this is the final outfit for today. We're gonna do a fragrance. I'm gonna go with this new one here from Jo Malone. This is Beach Blossom. It's one of their newest ones, and I have to say, you guys remember when I first smelled the replica When the Rain Stops, and I absolutely hated it, and then I tried it on my skin and fell in love? That is what happened with this fragrance. I went to the actual launch event for this fragrance. I got gifted it and I smelled it at the event and I was like, it's not my thing. That's why I didn't talk about it right away. And then when I finally had a chance to put it on, I ended up wearing it and I was like, wow. It smells very obviously beachy, but it's a much more like powdery beachy scent. So it does smell very elegant. It's very smooth. It's not too like coconutty or lime, even though those are two notes that are in here. It's actually a very elegant beach fragrance. I've smelled many over the years, and this is one of the loveliest ones that I feel like doesn't smell like sunscreen, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm also feel like I'm gonna let my hair down today. I washed it yesterday and just curled it with my flat iron. There you go. That is the final look. All right, I have been lottie-dawdling all morning and it is now lunchtime and I'm starving. So let's go warm up some food to have a quick little lunch. This is my lunch. This is one of my favorite soups to make. It is a leek chicken rosemary soup, and then it's also got little like pasta shells in there. It is so delicious. It's dairy free. You could also probably make this vegan if you wanted to. Absolutely love it. It's like the homiest soup ever, and it's so easy to make. I make it all the time. My mom loves it. Jack loves it. It is absolutely delicious. So that's what I'm having for lunch tonight. We had it for dinner last night, and this is leftovers. Just finished up lunch. Also had a little sweet treat from Reed's. Reed's is one of our favorite little chocolate boutiques. It's located in Cambridge. They literally have the best chocolate, and they make these tortoises, which is kind of like a turtle, but anyways, most amazing thing ever. So I just had some of that. I'm sitting down and moisturizing my hands. I've got some lovely little eczema breakouts on the top of my hands, and they get so incredibly itchy. So I've just put on a little bit of this Palm probiotic hand lotion. So my hands are so itchy, but this lotion literally smells exactly like the Aesop hand lotion. It's so lovely. But anyways, my newest gingiberry order just came in. I have picked out a few pieces for the summer, and I thought we would sit down and open them all up together. I'm so excited to see these and try them on. I also figured I would style these up a little bit for you, which is so very exciting. So let me go get my box. All right, let's get into this now. Obviously, I'll be showing everything that I got, but I also thought this would be great inspo as Mother's Day is coming up. So I feel like if you're looking for a little something for your mom or a mother figure in your life, then I think you might get some good inspo. I will also leave my discount code on the screen if you want to pick up any of these pieces. I also just have to say the packaging experience truly is top notch. Everything is so beyond special. So let's get into these. First things first, we actually got a tiny little jewelry box, which is perfect for storing all of my pearl pieces. It looks like this. You've got room for some bracelets and necklaces, as well as all your earrings and stuff, which is lovely. Starting with our first little box, and look at this packaging. Now this is why I said that if you're looking for something for mom, this would be the perfect brand, because the packaging is so special. And that's something that I love about Gingiberri, is that all their pieces are not only meant to be super unique and special and to be worn obviously for very special moments, but they're also just able to be worn day to day. And you guys know that when it comes to my jewelry, I am not the type of person that waits for a special occasion. I like to wear my jewelry. I like to create memories in it. And so, oh my god, they are even more beautiful than they looked online. These are the first earrings that I got, and these are very much inspired by these ones right here. These are the Letta earrings, and they are a Baroque inspired pearl drop earring. Now this goes out to my art loving girls, but when I saw these earrings, I could not help but think about the painting The Girl with the Pearl Earring, and I was like, I have to have these. They're so stunning. They have a beautiful sort of like gemstone detailing up at the top, and that's set in sterling silver. And then the bottom has a beautiful Baroque pearl. The Baroque pearl, again, just makes me think of The Girl with the Pearl Earring. It is so perfectly imperfect, and I absolutely love it. Before I show you the next item, I just want to show you this because I think it's a really, really lovely detail from the brand that I really, really love. And again, I mentioned the concept of traceability a lot with other jewelry brands that I wear, and I think that I love this about Gingiberri. With every single piece, you get a certificate that tells you all the details about your pearl and just giving you that quality assurance about your pearl, which again, it's just so much attention to detail. It gives you everything you need to know about the material of not only the pearl, but also the necklace. I just love that this comes with all the jewelry pieces. So again, you know all your details about it, you know what it's made out of, and I love that. Again, just a tiny little detail that I wanted to mention because not all brands do that, and I think that is so, so important. So there you go. This next piece is called the Wish necklace, and when I saw this, I just knew it had to be paired with the beautiful Baroque earrings that I just showed you. This is a beautiful sterling silver chain, which you can also get in yellow gold, paired with a beautiful Aurora pearl and some gemstone detailings. All right, now this is exactly how I would style this necklace. It is a beautiful Aurora pearl, which is actually one of the finest types of pearls you can get from freshwater. Although this necklace, you can actually get it in yellow gold. I went with the sterling silver just because because I thought it paired really, really well with the beautiful Baroque style earrings. The reason why I've styled this all on its own is because the pearl is actually a slightly bigger pearl. It is a 9 to 10 millimeter pearl, which as you can tell is a little bit bigger, so I felt like it needed no other distraction. The next piece is going to be a beautiful, beautiful necklace. I am so excited to style these necklaces up for you ladies. Wearing jewelry in the summer is so much fun because you can really show off all your jewelry. As soon as I saw this necklace, I instantly fell in love. This is the CL necklace. Now this is made with 4 to 5 millimeter pearls, so they're very, very small. And again, for me specifically, I just gravitate to these smaller pearls. It's also got an 18 karat gold chain, which just glimmers in the light. It looks so stunning. How beautiful is that? Oh, these next earrings really, really have a sentimental spot in my heart because I actually owned and wore a pair of earrings just like this. Not only when I started my channel, if you've been around since, you've seen a pair of earrings like this, comment down below, but also way back when I was in high school and a very, very, very young teenager. But when I saw these, I was like, oh my god, it's meant to be. These earrings are the Honeymoon Duo pearl earrings, which means that there is a pearl in the front, and instead of having a traditional lid for the backing, you actually have another small pearl, which I think is such a beautiful concept. What I love about these is that you can kind of really play around and wear them, whether you want the big pearl in the back or the smaller pearl in the back. You can really play around with it. But again, the nostalgia that these pearls brought back to me was honestly indescribable. I just feel like the universe is like, Sam, like this is a full circle moment. And so I'm really, really excited to try these on and show you guys because this was a everyday pair of earrings for me and it's just so special. The last beautiful necklace that we have here is the Nova necklace. This is, I would say, the perfect necklace for someone who is getting into pearls, have maybe never owned pearls, or if you're someone who is very, very simple like me and just wants simple jewelry that will go with everything that they can wear every single day, then I think this is going to be the perfect choice for you. The chain on this is so beautiful. Here we have a little bit of a close-up to the necklace, and as you can see, we have a beautiful 18 karat gold chain, which is so, so sparkly. It glimmers in the light when you move around and the sun hits it. And then the pearl is an Aurora pearl. Clearly, I have gravitated to Aurora pearls because almost every single pearl necklace and earring that I have chosen is Aurora. And this pearl here is a 9 to 10 millimeters, so again, a little bit on the bigger side, but just enough that I think is going to look beautiful and elegant, not too in your face. It's also not too small. It is the perfect size in my opinion when you're going to wear one singular pearl necklace. All right, and that is all of the pieces that I got from GINGIBERI. I will leave my discount code on the screen for you ladies. I will also make sure to link everything down below in the order that I talked about it in. That way it's super easy to find. And again, I'm just so excited about this. I can't believe it took me this long to try this brand, but I just feel like I am reigniting my love for pearls. It's something that I used to wear so much when I was younger, and obviously so much in Venezuela alongside my mom. So I'm so excited to show you ladies how I have styled these pieces because they are so, so special. And I can truly and honestly say that everything from the pearls, the traceability, the certifications, the jewelry itself, the packaging, the brand experience is just top notch. And I feel like nowadays when there is so much of everything, it is brands like this that I want to see, brands that do not miss a single attention to detail. Anyways, I am going to clean up my mess and I'm actually going to get ready for the evening. Jack and I have a sort of busy-ish evening. We have to go run some errands. I think he has to go drop something off at the post office, perhaps pick up some groceries, and then I think he mentioned he wanted to go see a movie. We are trying to go see movies a lot more. It's kind of hard some months because like there's not always like movies that are like look amazing, if you know what I mean, but we're trying our best to go see more movies. I think I'm a little bit more nitpickier in regards to the movies than he is, but yeah, I think that's what we're going to try to do today, and obviously get out for a walk because the weather today is absolutely incredible. It just makes me so happy to look outside because it's spring. Hello, I haven't talked to you ladies in a minute, but Jack and I are just getting ready to go out. We have to go do some errands, and then I think we might grab dinner and maybe go see a movie. I also wanted to show you these GINGIBERI earrings that I mentioned earlier. These are these sort of like double-ended duo earrings, and I have a little note on them because I think it's kind of like a good and bad. So I actually had this exact same style of earrings years and years and years ago, and unfortunately unfortunately I lost one of the earrings because the backing fell off, and unfortunately, like, it's not like you can replace it because it's obviously, like, it's pearl, it's not a traditional backing. And so for these, it's actually kind of interesting, but the pearl on the back screws on, like a literal screws on to the pearl in the front. Obviously you can wear them the opposite way around if you wanted to. So with that comes sort of one great thing and one not so great thing. The one great thing is that it's gonna be on there for sure, and it's not gonna fall off, and you're not gonna lose it like I did mine. But it can come with some mobility issues. So I actually did have to get Jack to help me screw on the backing. So I just wanted to, like, tell you ladies that, so if you do get them, you are not, like, shocked. But I do feel like they are nice and secure on there. There you go, it's just a little update. In terms of what I'm wearing, I am wearing this Tommy sweater yet again. It's so elegant, but, like, so cozy. And of course my Levi's 501s. I feel like these are coming back. I don't know, but I love them. I roll mine up because I'm short and they look so elegant. I'm just gonna wear my loafers, a little trench coat, and a little brown bag, either my Strathberry or my Longchamp bag. So yeah, that's the look. We're just about to head out the door, and I had a very last minute outfit change. I just wasn't feeling what I was wearing. So I switched into this cozy cashmere Reformation sweater, my Lily Silk trench, which I love so, so much. Of course, my Tory bag, some H&M jeans, and my little Chanel slingbacks. I do have to stop at Aritzia to do a return. Tomorrow I want to show you everything I've been picking up at Aritzia and some other brands. But this dress that I picked up, which I adore, unfortunately fits so big. So I'm gonna see if I can swap it out for a smaller size. But yeah, anyways, this is what I'm wearing. I feel like just classic. Okay, let's go. Okay, I managed to exchange my dress for the correct size. We are now by the room, but Jack just has to stop to drop off a package that he's returning. He tried to buy a suit on Farfetch and it just went horribly. So he has to exchange that. And then I guess we're grabbing dinner after. I'm trying to keep up with Jack. Okay, return accomplished. Now we'll go. Mandy's is healthier.
That is actually correct.
Okay, we're trying to decide where to go for
dinner. Is that the only factor in the decision?
Should be.
No, it shouldn't. You have to live your life.
Okay, we're between Coco, which is like this fabulous Korean. They have like these rice dishes, or Mandy's salads. Obviously the healthier option, but it's a struggle. Best meal ever, but now I'm being a grandma and want to go home. If you ever go to Coco in Yorkville, highly recommend the bowl with beef. They have these like Korean bowls with like so
it's called bimbap. I think it's bimbap.
I think it is. We're not sure, but it's so good. Hello ladies, I have had quite the robe day. I've literally pretty much been in my robe all day. It's a good day when you don't get out of your robe. But before I get ready, I wanted to actually go through a few new in pieces that I've been picking up from a few different brands. I just figured I'd do that before I get dressed for the day. Finally. I was also trying out a new little energy drink from Alani Nu, one of my favorite energy drink brands. This is the Sherbet Swirl flavor. I will say their energy drinks are delicious. Oh, it feels like a sweet treat, like in the middle of the day. Like I have a super huge sweet tooth, so these are delicious. Yeah, gotta grab it in a cup of ice. My ice has melted because it's so hot in here today, but okay, we're starting off strong with two very exciting additions, and one you may have already seen on my Instagram, and I've already unboxed this, but I have added one of two new bags to my collection. This is my newest mini Strathberry tote in this gorgeous like burgundy like croc detail leather, and it is absolutely out of this world. I've also added a little silk twilly, which I will say, I think Strathberry has some of my favorite silk twillies, like silk headbands. So many brands obviously sell them, but I think Strathberry has my favorite like designs and colorways and color palettes. I think they just complement like my personal sort of favorite colors and styles the best. So anyways, this is the one I picked up. It's got like beautiful flowers and oh my god, like it's amazing. Like I mentioned, this is the mini size. There are multiple styles to the Strathberry tote. I have the nano, there's the mini, there's the midi, there's multiple sizes, but I think this, if you're gonna like start off with a bag, this is the perfect size. It's also got a crossbody as well, which is detachable. I always keep my crossbodies attached to my Strathberry bags because you never know when you're gonna wanna like not just carry it in your hand. Do you know what I mean? So anyways, how gorgeous is she? What should we name her? She looks fabulous, doesn't she? Now we have the bag that I have been waiting for, and I think it was like 2 videos ago when I got my brown Manolos. I'm pretty sure I shared with you that the reason I had gotten those was because I was waiting for a bag that was supposed to match them perfectly, and it's arrived. Now this is a style from Strathberry that I actually do not own. Well, okay, technically I own this style, but not in this size, and I do think it actually makes quite a bit of a difference depending on the style. So anyways, oh, I also love that all Strathberry bags come with like a reusable sort of tote, which you guys know as a city girl, I love a good tote bag. All right, ladies, this is the Mosaic bag in the dark chocolate brown with the dark chocolate brown suede. So it is sort of like a two-toned. I have been loving this sort of two-toned. You will have noticed that my Tory bag also has sort of this like two-tone situation. I just think it adds a little bit more like intrigue to the bag than a solid color. And this is the bigger size of the Mosaic. I'm actually gonna go grab my little one so you can see the size difference, because it's quite a large difference, I will say. I grabbed my little nano in the oxblood color, which by the way, this color is fabulous. So let's compare the size. So right away, you can see the size difference is quite drastic. I will say, like, the size difference between these two is much bigger than the size difference between the tote style bags. Much taller, much wider. So I will say, depending on what you're wanting to use this bag for, be very careful on the size that you pick. If you're someone who is very easygoing, you want something for maybe going out at night, a little bit dressier. Oh my god, they're cleaning our windows today, goodness me. Rather, if you're someone who is maybe more on the go, you're a mom, you want to carry a lot more with you, then definitely go for this size because it fits a ton. This is like a Mary Poppins bag. It really does fit so much. It's incredible how much it fits. Like, let me see if I can show you. It also, you guys know me, it comes with a crossbody strap, so it's just a dark chocolate strap. There you go. Like, there is so much room in there. It's just a big pocket. You've also got a pocket back here, which is zippered, and then this one is a magnetic close. So I'm just so obsessed with it. But I just wanted to show you guys the size comparison because it is quite a big difference. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like a size somewhere in between these two would be perfect. I don't know, but this is my newest gal and I'm so excited to use her. I feel like I needed more like everyday casual sort of practical bags. I mean, all my bags are practical, but something that fit a little bit more, and this one is perfection. It's so good. Okay, onto the clothing. All right, the first two pieces are gonna be from HANDBAG. I am so obsessed with this brand. I just love how unique they are. I feel like this might be, I don't know, I feel like I could get in trouble for saying this, but I feel like a lot of brands nowadays are doing what everybody else is doing. There is just a lack, I think, of originality, and I feel like even like the luxury brands, I feel like, are doing it with each other. Like, I feel like all the big brands are just copying each other. There is no sense of originality, really. And so that's why I've been gravitating to brands, you know, like Hunter Bell, like Strathberry, because I feel like they're just staying in their own lane and sort of not getting lost in what's trending, whether that's, you know, quiet luxury or whatever the trend is at the moment. And so that's why I've been gravitating to brands like this. So these are two new pieces that I recently got sent and personally picked out. This is a beautiful green and white skirt The fabric is so beautiful. It is so textured, beautiful for the summer. I also just love the buttons going down. It's a beautiful midi length, and what I love about this is, especially for the summer, you can pair this with just a simple white shirt or a white tank or a t-shirt, and really your outfit is done. It's so beautiful. There's pleats, and the fabric is like perfectly heavy to where it like feels and looks high quality. Absolutely adore it. I went with a size. I went with a size 2. I do find Hunter Bell typically tends to fit a little bit bigger. So if you're ever sort of like concerned, look at their size guide, but I would say more often than not, size down. And then I, of course, had to get the matching top, but this is a sort of beautiful like short sleeved shirt style and little blouse. It's got the buttons that match the skirt, the little pockets in the front, and again, it's a type of piece that if you're like, oh, I'm not a skirt girl, Sam, then you can wear this with jeans or some beautiful wide leg, I'd say like white jeans or trousers. I think this would look absolutely amazing, and I will say the neckline on this, you'll see when I try it on, it is so flattering. It is so absolutely stunning. It's amazing. Next up, we have a couple pieces from Aritzia. I had to do a return yesterday because I had picked up a dress that honestly, I would say the sizing was very, very, very off, and I had to exchange it for a different size. Now, typically I am very consistent with my sizing at Aritzia, and this dress was not. So, okay, let's start with the dress that I had to return. Or rather exchange. This is the Alita maxi dress, and it's this beautiful sort of linen, tiny gingham print in this beautiful like sage green short sleeve shirt style. It says maxi. I would say this is more of a midi length, and it does come with a beautiful sort of matching belt. Absolutely adore this dress. I will say though, I had picked up a small because typically for dresses like this, I like them to be super flowy, and the small really did fit like a medium. It was very, very, very large to the point where it just looked like it didn't fit. There was so much fabric all the way around and on the shoulders, so I ended up sizing down to an extra small, and there's still plenty of room. Okay, this is another little skirt. I haven't actually had the chance to try this one on, so I'm very intrigued, but what caught my attention on this was the fabric. It kind of looks like a linen, but a more like dressier polished type of linen. I don't know if you can see on camera. It's definitely a linen blend. It's not 100% linen. Let me double check that actually before I go blabbering off things that I'm not 100% sure about. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so this is definitely a linen blend. It's 35% linen on the outside, and then the lining is 100% cotton. So I actually do not mind linen blends because they actually wrinkle less. So if you're someone who really wants to wear linen, but you get really bothered by the wrinkles, look for fabrics that are mixed with viscose or something else, because that means that it'll actually prevent some of those like really harsh wrinkles, just because linen is supposed to be wrinkled. That's how it is. But yeah, if you're someone who hates wrinkles, try a linen blend. I do not mind 100% linen. I love the wrinkled look. But yeah, I just thought the skirt was really cute. It's sort of elasticated in the top. It's tiered, midi length, although I'd say perhaps a shorter midi length, but we'll see. We'll have to try it on. This dress caught my attention, but looking at it, I feel like it's going to have to be a return, and I'm so sad. This is the Hampstead dress, and it's got this beautiful sort of like ruching in the front, a little bow detailing here. It is a mini length, and I have a feeling that this is just going to be way too short. I wish they would come out with this in a midi length because I think it would be perfect. I will say though, and this is back to my comment about brands copying each other, I think this style comes from a brand called Dish from Australia, who has sort of like this ruching style, and it may not even be Dish, I'm not even sure, but I've seen so many brands doing this sort of like ruching effect, which I think is so beautiful. But again, I think this might be too low and too short. We'll see. I didn't get a chance to try it on, but it does look stunning. Oh, I hope that works because it's so pretty. And again, I got an extra small, and it looks very large. I don't know, sizing has been weird recently. Okay, I had to quickly come on here whilst I was trying this dress on because I have a lot of notes. First and foremost, it is so deeply cut that I don't think you could wear any bra that wouldn't show. I mean, unless you just go braless, which I'm someone that has to wear bras, so I feel like this dress just wouldn't work. Another thing that really bugs me is that you can see the bra here just because it goes so low. But I do think that this would make a fabulous, fabulous beach cover up. And I think it'll look really, really cute, but otherwise it's too short for me, way too low. I don't think I would actually wear this. And I do think that it is very flattering. I just wish, like, even just like a little higher would have been perfect, but it's so low. Yeah, it's annoying. Like, you can see my entire bra. Anyways, I'm a little bit unsure as to keep this one and use it as a beach cover up or just return it. Let me know what you think I should do. That was pretty much everything that I have been sort of adding to my wardrobe for spring. I feel like the theme for this year is going to be color, 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 color. Obviously, I adore all the classic sort of, what would you say, like muted colors, all the beiges and the whites and the creams for summer. But I feel like this year I am just venturing out into color. But tonight at 7:30, I have a very exciting event to head to with Carolina Herrera, which feels very exciting to say that, because if you don't know, Carolina Herrera, she was actually from Venezuela, which is where I was born. And so tonight I'm heading to the launch of actually two of their fragrances, one for men and one for women. Very, 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 very excited. Jack is my +1 tonight, so he's gonna be my handsome sidekick tonight. And we're gonna head to that at probably around 7 to be there for 7:30. So for tonight, we have been given a dress code, which is black and red. Now I actually do have a little Carolina Herrera dress that I wanted to wear, but as soon as I was given the dress code, it didn't match, and I'm so sad about it. But that's okay. So I am going to wear a black and red skirt, and I'm not sure what top to do. I'll have to talk you through it. I have a couple top options. One definitely matches the dress code, the other one not quite. But for my hair, I think we are slicking it back, a nice and high pony. That has been, like, honestly my go-to hairstyle recently. I just think it's so elegant, so effortless. And yeah, so I'm trying to find a hair tie. I lose my hair ties like every 2 seconds. So I think I'm just gonna start doing my hair and then I'll touch up my makeup. I'm gonna use this hair wax stick, which I actually briefly showed in one of my reels and everybody asked about it. It looks like this. It's wax. It goes on your hair and it is absolutely phenomenal for creating sort of slicked back looks. And oftentimes the way I use it is I'll actually put it on around the edges of my hairline. You really don't need a lot, like a little goes a long way with this product. And what I like about it is that it really works for my curly hair. My hair is quite stubborn and I have a lot of tiny little baby hairs. So I quite often need a strong product that will hold my hair. And like, look at that, it just 2 passes. It is so, so good. This is not new, okay? Not take claim to that. But I had never heard anybody mention whether or not it was easy to wash off. And I feel like when you have a lot of hair or you have curly hair, hair washing becomes a really, really big chore. And so I really do not like washing my hair because it takes so long. It also takes forever to dry and style. And so I honestly just do not like or enjoy washing my hair. I think it's just really annoying. So when I had heard no one talk about whether this was easy or not to wash off, I was like, I'm not sure. I don't need to add an extra 10 minutes to my hair washing routine, but I can confirm this washes off in a pinch. It's so easy. It washes off like any other product. I adore it, and it does not leave a residue in your hair once you wash it. It also, which I really, really like, is not shiny. So a lot of the times when you use like a hair gel or sort of some other slicked or slicking products, it often makes your hair very shiny, which I don't know if it's just from my ballet days. I don't love that look. So I prefer it to look matte and like hair, and this one definitely looks natural, which I love. And again, so easy to use and just sort of touch up your hair throughout the day. Like, how easy was that? And then what I'll do, you just press up on it to get it up. I will just go in on the edges to sort of make sure everything is flat, and then have my little comb which I then pass throughout my hair. Do I have a bump there? I think I do. That's annoying. Okay, well, good enough for now, I think. No. That's gonna bug me. Now we're good. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly touch up my makeup, and then Jack and I are gonna make a quick dinner before we go, because it is a cocktail event, and typically with cocktail events, like, there's not a whole lot of food served, so we gotta make sure we eat before we go. Makeup is just about done, just adding some finishing touches. I'm gonna go with the Luminous Skin Mist. I'm gonna just back away so it doesn't get all over my vanity. Such a beautiful product, but it just gets everywhere. Okay, and then I might switch up my lip color, but for now I'm gonna go with my Jones Road lip pencil in Rosewood. This is what I like to call my evening color, because it's a little bit darker than my everyday color. I'll actually show you the difference, because I feel like I've never shown you the difference. They look super, super similar, like side by side, but I think, I don't even know if you can tell, this one is just much more subtle and this one is a little bit darker. Literally like one shade different, but I feel like it makes a world of a difference. So tonight I'm gonna go with the darker one, just because it's a little bit more prominent for an evening. Like, how beautiful is that color? Oh, I'm telling you, these lip liners are the best. Look at how perfect that turned out. I love it. Like I said, I might change my lip color. I might do perhaps a little bit of a red. I know Carolina always wears red, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of red going on tonight, so we'll see. But that is my makeup done for now, and hair. I'm gonna see what Jack is up to. I might just get out of my robe and put on a comfy little dress whilst we cook dinner, and then I'll change into my evening outfit. Jack is taking over the kitchen tonight. I say tonight, he usually cooks. Okay, this is what we're having for dinner. Got some yummy asparagus, rice, and our questionable salmon. Yeah, it just kind of looks really fatty, but
everything looks plain, but we're adding sauce to it.
Yeah, a delicious, like, spicy mustard.
Spicy maple mustard.
Anyways, then I have to figure out what I'm wearing. Jack needs to figure out what he's wearing, and then we're good to go. I'm literally still in my robe. It's a good day. I'm gonna clean up. This Jack is cooking. Dinner is served. Okay, we were just sitting down to have dinner before we head to our event. We both have to still get ready and figure out what we're wearing. And I think we're gonna leave in like 50 minutes or so. So yeah. Okay, we got chatting away at dinner and now we're both running late, but this is the skirt that I think I'm going to wear tonight. The dress code is red and black. And so I thought that this would be like my touch of red for the evening. I also have red shoes I could wear, but I'm thinking this is gonna be perfect. When I think of Carolina Herrera, I feel like I think of beautiful skirts and like a crisp white shirt. That's what I think of when I think of the brand. So I think I might try to do that. Now, obviously the white shirt isn't black, but we do have another option we can do. So let me put this on and we'll see. Okay, ladies, I'm doing something a little bit crazy. I have pulled out my beautiful, I forget what this one is called, from Aritzia. It's one of my Aritzia blazers. It's still available. It's super, super cinched in. It reminds me of like the bar blazer from Dior. But although I've worn the blazer like this before, I don't want to wear the same outfit. So I'm gonna do something a little bit crazy and actually tuck in the blazer and wear it as a top, just because I think the white shirt, I just wasn't loving it, and I want to stay on dress code, which is black and red, but I still want the top to look super tailored, super structured, super powerful, because when I think of Carolina Herrera, I just think she's just the coolest woman ever. So this is it. This is so good. Look at that. By the way, if you're looking for a blazer that just snatches you in, this is the one. Now for shoes, I was initially wanting to wear my red ones, my red Manolos, but they are not the same color as the red in the skirt, and that really bugs my Virgo brain. I cannot do that. So I think instead I'm just gonna do my black Christian Louboutins. I mean, there's a little bit of red on the back, so it should be perfect. And anyways, these are super comfy, so I think that that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I'm loving this. Perhaps I'll do a red lip. I don't know, or just my usual Jones Road. Do we need pearls? Carolina always wears pearls, or just nothing. I am just about ready. My fragrance, I went with Louis Croc from Christian Louboutin. This is one of my favorite fragrances. It's so beautiful, so unique, and I thought it was like a little touch of red as well. I'm obsessed. I haven't used this one in what feels like forever, but it's so good. And then, I think I already showed you, but I'm just going with my Dior. Jack is almost ready and looks handsome as ever. I feel like this camera is so crooked. Sorry, Mom. And then I'm going with my Lady Dior. What do we think? Okay.
Pop a button. I'm not even frame.
Jack is too tall. Okay, this is our, oh, you smell delicious. Okay, this is what we're wearing. And we've got our pose ready to go. Get there. Just on the way to the event. We've got about a 10-minute drive or so, and we're going to be just on time, which is perfect. I'm very excited because this is actually a place that we've never been to, and I want to say it's relatively new. I think it's called Good. Let me check what the name of the place is. Can't remember. Slice of Life, I think it's called, and I think it's just a cocktail bar, a really interesting cocktail bar because it's only open from like 7:30 onwards. I feel like you don't see a lot of places like that here in the city, so I'll have to let you know how it is. Jack's shopping for some